o'clock. A woman fitting her description walked out of a business. I then approached her and again we're blurring her face because no charges have been filed. This is how our conversation went.
Hi, I'm work for WBTV. We're just trying to figure out what happened to Shanquella. Any comment?
She closed her car door and then drove off without answering anything.
And Molly, our entire conversation was no more than 10 seconds. Also today, the FBI told me its investigation continues. Now, this is separate from an investigation.
Shanquella Robson's murder raised a lot of eyebrows with its investigation and with the dubious information being released. It's no surprise that there has been a lot of outcry about the investigation being handled by the FBI, chief amongst those voices being the victim's very own mother. She has made a lot of shocking revelations about the FBI, so make sure you watch until the end of the video to see just what she's talking about. The mom of the U.S. tourist who mysteriously died at a Mexican resort complained that the FBI is not telling her anything about the case, as the family anxiously awaits justice to be served. I'm just trying to wait for somebody to be arrested. The FBI is not telling anything, Shanquella Robinson's mother, Salamandra Robinson, told the UK's Independent on Thursday, more than a month after her daughter died at the swanky Fundadores Beach Club in San Jose del Cabo. Mexican prosecutors issued an arrest warrant last week for a suspect in the 25-year-old's death, which was determined to be from a direct attack. But the suspect's name has not been released and it's unclear whether any arrests have been made. The FBI told the outlet that an investigation is ongoing but did not confirm whether any arrests or extraditions had taken place. Robinson died on Oct. 29 from alcohol intoxication, but a death certificate stated she had suffered a severe spinal cord injury and atlas luxation and instability of net vertebrae. Robinson stated that the group of friends who accompanied Shanquella on the vacation initially informed the family that their daughter had alcohol poisoning. However, a viral video then surfaced showing Shanquella getting brutally attacked at the fancy rental property by one of the women in the group.
Please fight back. No.
When the autopsy came back, they said it didn't have anything to do with the alcohol. Salamandra said that she had a broken neck and her spine in the back was cracked. She had been beaten days after social media outrage began over a perceived lack of response from authorities. Footage began circulating on social media of a fight between two women, one of whom was identified by her family as Robinson. In the video, a naked woman can be seen being punched and hit, while at least two people can be heard out of frame encouraging Quella to fight back. The woman appears disoriented and is thrown heavily to the floor without any apparent help from onlookers. Several friends who Queen City News confirmed were on the Cabo trip have since removed or privated their social media accounts. Local officials later labeled the death as femicide, which is essentially defined as the killing of a woman based on her gender. According to the Washington Post, Deputy Attorney General Antonio Lopez Rodriguez stated that investigators suspect Shanquella died as a consequence of injuries caused by one of the trip companions. Some of those on the trip, according to Salamandra, had visited the family. These people looked me in the face and told me there was no fight in Cabo, she told the paper, adding that they claimed Shanquella died of alcohol poisoning. According to the newspaper, when the autopsy result was out, some of the friends returned to the family's home. "What did you all do to my child?" Salamandra claimed she asked the visitors, one of whom she alleges broke out in a cold sweat and left. There on the run, the grieving mother told the Washington Post. Shanquella's father, Bernard Robinson, also spoke to the Washington Post about his frustration. "There's a whole lot of unanswered questions in my mind about her death," he told the paper tearfully. "I just want justice for my daughter," he said, adding that he has been a wreck since receiving news about her death. Bernard also revealed that he found out about the graphic video while he was looking for a gravesite. "It broke me to the heart," he said about the final moments of his daughter, who ran two businesses, Exquisite Babies, where she braided kids' hair, and the Exquisite Boutique, where she sold clothes. When the story of Shanquella Robinson's terrible death first broke out, there were numerous updates on the continuing inquiry. Now, as the 2-month anniversary of her death approaches, the late woman's family is still waiting for answers from the FBI and Mexican authorities. A demonstration was staged earlier this month in the 25-year hometown Olds of Charlotte, North Carolina. Several individuals in the community spoke out at the moment, offering words of comfort as well as their commitment to assisting Shanquella's parents. Bernard, her father, was clearly passionate and even vulnerable about his unhappiness with the situation. "All I want is justice," he told the crowd before him. Initially, Bernard and his wife were told that their daughter died due to alcohol poisoning. Upon seeing her lifeless body in a casket, though, he says he knew that wasn't true. "I saw the cut on her lip," the mourning man recalls. "I know for a fact that they did some bodily harm to her," he declared. As you may know, in the wake of Robinson's death, a video began circulating online that shows a brutal attack during a vacation in Cabo. The circumstances leading up to the incident remain unclear, though U.S. authorities are working with Mexican police to ensure Shanquella's killer is held accountable. While speaking at the rally, Bernard said, "I just want the Mexican authorities, the embassy, to do the right thing, make it right, because they came over there on your soil and did what they did and came back here." Mexican prosecutors have filed charges against a suspect in the death of Shanquella Robinson. Mexican authorities have not publicly named the American woman they are seeking to extradite, but have confirmed it is one of her friends. The FBI is also involved in the ongoing investigation. "I feel so good. That's a good feeling. That's what we have been waiting for someone to finally be held accountable and arrested," Salamander Robinson, Robinson's mother, told ABC News when she found out an arrest warrant had been issued. "I just can't wait for justice to be served." However, this was almost a month ago. Since then, progress has been frustratingly slow. The wait for updates has been so frustrating that even Young Miami is using her platform to push for answers. "Update on Shanquella killers," she wrote over the weekend. "Are they in jail? I can't stop thinking about her." Governor Roy Cooper also said Friday that his thoughts are with the family of a Charlotte woman who died in late October while on vacation with friends in Mexico. Cooper said he was hopeful the FBI will solve the case of Shanquella Robinson's mysterious death and find out what happened. Not knowing really what happened to your loved one, that has to be a cause of great concern, Cooper told Channel 9 reporter Joe Bruno in Raleigh. "And I am hopeful federal officials and the FBI can work together to find out what happened to her." All of this whataboutery and slow-paced investigation is certainly very suspect, and considering the evidence and eyewitness accounts on hand, it really shouldn't be that hard to press charges against someone. Is there something the FBI is hiding? Only time will tell. But perhaps we can ascertain what happened better by looking at the way the events unfolded. According to an autopsy report, Robinson was discovered dead in the living room of her vacation property in San Jose del Cabo on October 29. But initial local police accounts offer conflicting timelines for what transpired that day. A guest at the resort where Robinson was staying allegedly informed hospital staff that the victim had drunk a lot of alcohol around 2 p.m. that day, according to a local police report obtained by ABC News. A doctor urged Robinson should be taken to a hospital due to dehydration, but none of her companions did so. According to the police report, she died later of cardiac arrest. According to the official autopsy report, medical personnel arrived at her home before 3 p.m., after which she was confirmed dead due to spinal cord and neck injuries. Prosecutors in Mexico have since described her death as a direct attack, not an accident. We all know how the situation has developed since then, so what conclusion does one reach? The fact that people in the video online are asking Quella to fight back is pretty damning evidence in our eyes and certainly makes onlookers complicit in the crime. We for sure do not understand how you could stand there and watch your defenseless friend get beaten to death. Hopefully, the justice that is served is thorough and quick. So, what do you think happened? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, goodbye.